Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Dash. We're on day 3 of our November Gratitude Challenge. I got the idea for today's challenge from an email I received from work. They send out a devotional each day by a member of the clergy. And usually after I read them, I'll delete them, but I read this one and I liked it and I just saved it. I don't know why, I just didn't hit delete that day. So I got this a couple weeks ago, and in the email, there was a pastor who was going through a challenging time. Their family was, and they had a lot of situations and things that were going on. And the pastor had decided that he was going to step down. So he had made the decision. He hadn't told anyone yet, but he said he decided he was going to stay home from work that day and have himself a little pity party, as he said. And then the next day he would go and announce his decision. But he says he was sitting there that day, it's just feeling like, is what we're doing matter? Is it making an impact? And so he goes and he said, I decided to do something I hadn't done in the 5 years we've lived at this house, and that was walk out to the mailbox. Usually someone else in the household would grab the mail. So he said, I just wanted to get out of the house and walk a little bit. So we walked to the end of the driveway, opened up the mailbox, and there was a letter inside. It wasn't junk mail. It wasn't an advertisement. It was an actual envelope addressed to him. And he said when he opened it up, it was a letter from someone that he'd gone to church with many years ago at a different church before he was pastoring. And it was a letter just telling him thank you for the impact that he'd had in this individual's life. He said, and that envelope came at just the right moment, when he was feeling like giving up, and it was just that shot in the arm that he needed to know, hey, you are making a difference, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Things are happening, and keep going. It's worth it. So last week, Keith and I were talking, and to be honest, we were sort of feeling, the heaviness and the weighed down of things that were going on, just situations and things in life. Not that we were giving up, but it was just feeling heavy. So I told him that, and we both were like, wow, that is awesome. Not thinking anything about it. And I didn't tell anyone else about the email or anything. Well, a couple days later, I went out to the mailbox. I love to check the mail. I really do. And I love writing. I love pen on paper. I love when you get a note or a postcard or something that someone's wrote. But let's be honest, in this day and age, very rarely, maybe at Christmas time, you might get a Christmas card in the mail, but you don't often get handwritten mail. So I went out to the mailbox that day, and in between the ads and the bills, there was an envelope in handwriting addressed to me and Keith. And I was like, what in the world could this be? So I opened it up, and imagine my heart's excitement when it was a whole page filled with a handwritten letter from someone. And they were just saying that they appreciated us, and they were glad that they had got to meet us, and just, it's personal, so I can't tell it. They might see the video. But anyways, it was just so encouraging, especially after I had just told Keith about that email a couple days prior. And the funny thing is, we had gotten no mail for like 4 days in a row. I don't know if there was an issue with our mail or what. And that day, that letter was there, and it was just so exciting and encouraging. So for today's Dash of Encouragement, we would like for you to think of someone who's had an impact on your life. It can be a mentor. It can be a family member, professional, spiritual. Maybe you're in school and it's a teacher, or, a coach, or someone that's had an impact on your life. And let them know and tell them, thank you. Thank you for investing in me. And I appreciate that. It doesn't have to be a physical letter. It can be an email, a text, social media, whatever all the social medias are, a tweet or whatever. But just let someone know that's impacted you. And that's your daily dash of encouragement. Talk to you later.
Tweet.